Today's a big day here in beautiful Nicaragua. We're off to an early start and we gotta go pick up a team of workers. So I have someone that does concrete, someone that's gonna be doing welding, and then my uncle's coming and he's gonna be doing sheetrock up in the cabin that we're building in my coffee farm here. So we're driving around town and we're gonna have to go load up and then head into the jungles. It's been raining a lot, so we'll see how the road's doing, and hopefully everyone's ready to go and we get no one that chickens out and doesn't go, you know. So let's go pick everyone up here in beautiful Nicaragua and let's get this day started. I'm excited because we're gonna be able to advance a lot in the farm right now. Hey, we got my uncle. He's ready to go. Ready to go, Tio?
Hello, hello.
All right, he's ready to rock. Let's go look for the other guy, the concrete guy. Buenos días. ¿Cómo amaneciste, ah? Bien, ¿está listo?
Ya estamos.
Ah, monte las cosas, pues. So I had to make a quick stop to buy some materials, check out the truck, look how it's loaded. This is gonna be pretty funny driving up to the farm that way. But I had to load it that way because I have workers underneath there that are gonna be sitting. So I'm gonna load everything up right now and then go pick up the last person, which is our welder team. And then we're on our way. All right, we got the next runner up. This is Henry, my welder. He's been working with me for a bit. It's him and his son, Rosedale. All right, we're ready to rock, ready to go. Up into the mountains we go. We made it safely and it was hard work getting up the mountain. Check out my truck. It was slippery, started raining. It took us a while, but thankfully everything made it safely here onto the farm. So let me show you on the agenda what projects we're gonna be working on. We're gonna be on the farm for 2 days with this amazing team. So we have a lot on the agenda here. Let me show you guys what we got going on. So here we have the insulation that we're gonna be using for the inside of the cabin. It made it safely. So my uncle was already started in here. He's working his magic. So we'll see if we get it done in 2 days. If not, we're gonna have to come back for this one because it is a lot of work. After that, our next goal is down here. Check it out. This is gonna be the second stories, the basement, and this is where we're gonna have 2 rooms. So we got the crew, Henry and Rosedale. They are working on the ladder. We're gonna go downstairs. But before I do, this is the third project. We're gonna be building a mini skirt around this whole block right here. We're gonna have a bar top, and this is gonna be made out of cinder blocks. And the reason I'm using cinder blocks because I have small kids and I don't want them to have a chance to skate on by underneath and fall off the second story. So cinder blocks gonna be great because it'll last a long time, and plus it'll be safe for my children, and they can play around on the deck without me worrying they're gonna fall. Then down here, the guys are already hard at work right now. And this is where the stairs are gonna go. So we're gonna have a set of stairs that are gonna be coming down. It's gonna land right there. And then eventually we need to finish this second story here. But easier said than done actually, because it's been a lot of work. But I'm excited because we're getting closer and closer to have this whole project done. Well, I really hope we don't get stuck right now. We're about to head 20 minutes, like driving towards town, because we need to go by the cinder block that we're gonna use for this. It's pouring already. These microclimates in high elevation are wild. This is kind of what gives our coffee a special flavor, but also makes working up here very difficult. Let's see how much material costs. I'm very interested in that compared to the city because we're so remote and so high up in the mountains. I'm expecting it's gonna cost a little bit more, but I might be wrong. So let's head over and let's see how much it costs. Look at that, there's no point in ever washing my truck anymore. Thankfully the rain stopped a little bit, but it's tricky, man. It's tricky. There's people putting chains on here already. All right, we made it. We made it to the hardware store here in the mountains. So I'm gonna turn around right now. So we actually decided not to buy this cinder block here. It's not that it was expensive, it's just the quality looks pretty bad. Let me show you guys the edges of Está con frío, ¿verdad?
Con frío, eh.
The edges of the block, you see? Looks like very cheaply made and very porous. So when you're buying cinder block here in Nicaragua, you want to make sure you buy the right cinder block, because there's a lot of people that make them and they don't use the right recipe, so it's very weak. So you want to watch out for those things, especially for a house. Alright guys, we stopped by another hardware store first because we need to buy some metals for the stairs and also for the planks that are gonna go on the stairs and some concrete. Then we're gonna head to the second spot where we're gonna buy the cinder blocks. So we're gonna load up right now. This hardware store just started maybe like 8 months ago, so it's kind of brand new. So it's nice to have it in the area here. You can just come buy materials without having to drive too far. Back to the other spot now, and we found cinder blocks that we're gonna work with. Take a look at the difference here, how good this cinder block looks compared to the other one. This is the machine that they use here to make the cinder block. So they're doing the mix, and then it gets pressed over there, voila, and then it gets dried over here, and then it's ready to be loaded. A cinder block is about 80 cents to $1, so it's actually a very cheap way to build a house if you wanted to. And most people construct with this way because it's durable. You have it for decades and you don't have to worry about it. You need to buy 200, but the truck can't handle 200, so we're gonna take around 50 to 70 and then we're gonna come back. You have to do like 4 trips a day. It's gonna be a very long day. So each of these cinder blocks weighs around 33 pounds, so we're thinking we're gonna put 50 on there, which would be around 1,500 pounds. So we'll see how it goes though. It might work out. We might be able to squeeze 50 in there. So I don't want to damage the truck too much, so we're gonna take it very slow. Pretty heavy actually. The tires are starting to come down, so we'll see. Hopefully it can handle everything here. ¿Cómo dijiste que te llamaba?
William.
William. Está bien, William. Gracias.
Igual. Ahí estamos a la orden.
Dale, ahí vamos a regresar ahorita. ¿Para qué hora cierran?
A las 6, a las 6.
Ok, ahí regresamos un viaje más. Para hoy, está bien. These roads are pretty rough, but the truck is handling it nice. We're almost to the farm and we're going to be able to unload this first shipment. Thankfully it stopped raining and it started to get sunny, so weather was on our side this last bit here. And this truck's a champ. To put some chains on the truck. Sí, ahí, ¿verdad? Ábrela bien, ve. La abre bien. I thought we were going to be able to make it in the farm without any issues, but we're going to need to put chains on, so. Ahí está la mitad. Vamos a enganchar aquí. Espera, déjame engancharla aquí al otro lado, ¿no? Vaya enganchándola allá, yo me voy a llevar esto y rematando. This is the reason why coffee can be so difficult to get out of the mountains, you know? To be honest, this is the first time putting chains in my life, so a lot of this is we're learning as we go right now, so they might actually end up falling. There has to be a better option other than chains. If you know, comment below. Ahora sí, José. Ahora sí, papi. Mecate lo prensó el que sobró.
¿Cómo se lo enrollé?
Sí, que no se zafe, porque no se le va a enrollar ahí. Va a ser un solo desmadre. Ahí está bien, ok. Vamos a darle. We made it. We officially made it up this slippery mess here. Funny how the last hill on the farm is what causes more problems. But look at that. The chain that Carlos tied ended up falling off the truck. But one chain, the one that I tied, was enough to get us up and above right here, so which is awesome. We're heading out to buy some more materials, round 2, but this time we're putting the chains on right here so they don't slip off and cause a lot of problems. We learned our lesson. Look at our hands right here. And good thing Victor knows how to put chains on. He's doing a good job. So we'll get these chains on and then let's go. So bad news, we didn't make it very far with the chains on. They actually ended up falling off. It turns out the chains are way too big for this truck. I had them custom made in Ocotal. This is like really the first year that we've been trying them out. So we're gonna have to battle right now to get this stuff back to the farm, and we'll see how it goes. And then when I get to the city, I gotta get new chains designed. If anyone knows of a design that could work better, comment below or send me a link or something. Let me know, because we've been battling here. Now we're hauling some brick here that we're gonna use to build some planter boxes. So around the edge, it's not only gonna be a brick wall, it's gonna have on the corner some planter boxes so we can get some plants around the cabin, and it'll look pretty cool actually. And this design, I'm kind of winging it, so we'll see how it turns out. So after this, we're gonna go see if we can fit some more cinder block in the truck, and that way we can maximize our trip. But more than likely this is the last trip for today, because it is around 4:30. The sun is going down, so I don't want to be hauling stuff here at night, and it's going to be a struggle anyways to get into the farm. I mean, take a look at right here in this house how beat up the road is, you know. So definitely pulling coffee out of the mountains is tough. My situation is not even as hard as what other people face, where they can't even get a vehicle into their coffee plantations and they need to pull the coffee out by mules and stuff. So this to me is still a blessing. This is difficult terrains you got to learn how to navigate. Wow, look how beautiful the sunset looks. Man, it's been a crazy day to be honest, and while we're hauling stuff, the team's out there working hard and making progress. Henry's really handling the stairs. Carlos is working already on the concrete wall, and my uncle on the sheetrock. It feels awesome. It feels good to have a team, you know, and these people are so skilled, and so it's a good feeling to be advancing, you know, to split up and work on something together as a team. We're almost to the farm right now, and let's see how things are going and what the progress has been looking like.
In the twilight's gentle, in the dance of fading light we grow.
Rocking and rolling already. It is 6 in the morning right now in Nicaragua. The crew got started early and they're making good progress. Last night it didn't rain, so it was actually a very clear night. I think today is gonna dry up, so if it dries up, that's gonna be amazing. We need 2 more trips worth of cinder blocks in order to finish that border that we're working there, that pony wall. As you can see right now, it's getting a little bit drier. Yesterday this was extremely slippery, but right now it's getting better. Now we're gonna make a cup of coffee. I'm gonna show you guys what's on the agenda today, a little bit for the plan. We're gonna spend 1 full day here knocking out as much as we can, so it's gonna be exciting by the end of the day how much progress we have done. We're getting closer and closer, but we need a cup of fuel. We need to fuel this movement here with some coffee. I love this Stanley French press. Check it out, it's all in one. So essentially what you do is you remove this, and this is your plunger right here. Take a look at that. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna throw your coffee in here, your water, let it sit, stir it, and then plunge it, and you got yourself a French press. So definitely recommend it for anyone that loves camping or outdoors or any activities like that. Nothing like fresh coffee while getting the dream done, baby. Ooh, Smells delicious, smells like hopes and dreams. Thank you guys that have tried my coffee and have bought it online. If you have, comment below if you've been part of this movement since the beginning here. So we're gonna go 40 grams of coffee, and for every gram of coffee, we're gonna go 16 grams of water. So that way we get our ratios correct. So we have 40 grams of coffee times 16. So 640 grams of water. So that's a simple way to convert to make sure that your flavors are gonna come out correct. Then we're gonna get the hot water into the mix here. Take a look at that. Go all the way up to 640. We'll see if this can handle it. After that, we're gonna give it a nice little stir. Make sure everything gets submerged with that hot water. We gotta let it rest. All right, guys, time to plunge away here. Look how simple this setup here. This is why I love this. Just plunge down, and there you go. You got yourself a French press right there. And let's pour a little coffee now. All right, guys, get that morning fuel going. Although everyone else is already moving and grooving, let's go ahead. Cheers, guys, and blessings. Thank you for always watching this channel and vibing with this movement here. Delicious. So good. After this, we're gonna wait for the sun to come out. We gotta do a couple more trips, but the team is making really good progress. So actually we had to restart over right here in this whole front zone. We had to disassemble everything that we had created, and the reason is that we found out that the floor is not level, so the levels were not working out. It was like crooked like this, so we had to throw a laser level to restart over again, and now we're starting from scratch. But it's better this way, because that way at least we know we're going leveled and we know everything's gonna look good. So we installed this string around here, and yeah, we're starting from scratch, but it's okay. You live and you learn. When you're doing stuff in life, you have to be ready to start from zero and go again, but with better experience, so it'll be a little bit easier now. All right, guys, on the way to buy cinder blocks and traffic jam. Hola, ¿cómo está? Oh? We made it to the first hardware store here. Need to put some water in the windshield because it's so muddy that I can't even see anymore. The rain did stop. It started raining for a bit, but we're gonna go ahead and load 55. We're gonna not try to load as much because yesterday was pretty brutal, and I think this will be the only trip we're gonna take today, and he should have enough material to almost complete the whole thing. Once it dries more, we're gonna go ahead and bring some more up without battling so much. So let's go ahead and load some.
In the strange light of the
día, Carlos. Bien, ¿y usted? Good morning. It's another beautiful day here in the coffee farm. And today, well, today's the last day we're going to be spending up here before we have to head back into town. And we have a couple things we need to get done before we do head out. We're going to hit half a day, but we're advancing pretty well. The progress has been good. Let me show you. So today we have Carlos working on the cinder blocks. As you guys know, we had to rip this out yesterday because we had the wrong levels. But take a look at this. Look how gorgeous this looks here. The sun's coming out, so it is looking beautiful. It is raising all this fog up. Now inside, my uncle's been working on the sheetrock. So we got the room almost done with the sheetrock. It's looking good. There's that. Of course, we still need to do the ceiling, but for the ceiling, I need to find insulation. We need to do the bathroom, but the bathroom, we still need to frame the wall and stuff. So today, he's gonna continue from here, this way over here. We'll see how far we can get. Now, on top of that, we also have Henry and his son working on putting some gutters, some downspouts right here, because the water's just been beating and eroding away the foundation. So they're gonna be installing these downspouts here throughout the day. And then from there, take a look at inside right now. They installed these sunscreens here so a little sun can come in, and it's really opened the place up. So it's looking a lot better now, and it feels a lot sunnier. So that's what I wanted, some more light in here. And with that, it is perfect. You really don't need to consume too much electricity. I have to tell you that these last 2 days have been pretty cool, seeing the progress at the farm and seeing the teamwork. This is only the beginning. We have a lot more work to do, but once we're done, man, it smells delicious. Once we're done with the farm cabin, we can advance faster. You know, I really want to reforest a bunch of areas of the farm and just continue to rebuild this whole facility here for the family. And when people come and stay, build like a nice camp. So it's generational. I'm thinking like if we can reforest the area and have a nice place where people can come and stay and work, that would be a win for me. So it is harvest season right now, and technically this week is the last harvest of this year here, and we're fully done. So they started picking coffee early in the morning and they've been going at it. So we'll probably go for about next 2 weeks, and that'll officially conclude this year's harvest, which is amazing. The plant's already getting ready for next year's harvest. So this time we're looking at more volume, and it's tasting delicious, which is important. We did have a lot of rain this year, which made it difficult for us during harvest season because we had to speed up the process. Some of the cherries were maturing early, and also some of the cherries were falling to the ground. When there's a lot of rain, it's no bueno. It's not good. Check it out. When there's a lot of rain, some of the coffee cracks open and it looks like that. You see, we can't use that now. So because of that, we did lose a small percentage because of the rain. So it's just some of the difficulties that come along with farming, you know. You can see this tree here. The team already passed by here, and it's fully been harvested, and it's getting ready for next year's harvest. And it's starting to slowly bud. So you'll see budding come out. And then eventually you start to see flowers, and then the cycle repeats itself. So when you see the first flower of the coffee plant, and then it'll flower 3 more times. One of those flowers is the indication of when you're gonna harvest, so you can count 9 months out, and that's when you'll have your coffee harvest. So overall, it's looking good. This plantation here is a little bit sick here because it does get cold. Since the creek runs through the water in the middle there, it can get very, very cold at night. So here we need to open up and give more shade. So this year we're gonna have to prune a lot of this section here, down here. The plant's very old, like 8 to 10 years, and this year is the final year of harvest. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut it right here, and within a year it's going to regrow again. So it uses the same root system to come back to life, similar to a vineyard. When you plant all your root systems, they're there for a long time. So we're gonna have to do this whole lot behind me here because it's looking pretty weak, and it's about time they get a pruning to bring them back to life here. So the team is gonna continue to harvest, and then eventually we'll bring this coffee down to the drying mill by next week here. But it's looking good. I mean, that challenge of rain, it's been difficult, but we managed to make through it. It is the last hand. All the other hands, we're doing just fine on it. So nothing in life comes easy, right? Let's get going. All right, guys, progress report check for the day. So far, we've been moving slowly with this wall here, but we are making progress. What you see here is going to be a planter box. And then from there, it's going to be cinder block, and it's going to be painted white. And then here, it's going to be a little door. So same thing that we have here. So we've been pushing forward there. We already have the first row of cinder blocks. That's going to be a planter box there. I'm going to do a little bar top at the top. We also finished the top sunlights, which look amazing. They're letting more light into the house. Check it out. The sheetrock is coming along. Look at that. Look what a difference it looks. The room is almost all done with sheetrock also. And the bathroom is coming along. So it's been a long 2 days, and now we're gonna have to battle out of here. Thankfully, it didn't rain so far, so hopefully we have no issues, fingers crossed. But man, let me tell you, it's been exhausting having to battle these roads. The team did an amazing job though. They worked so hard, and they managed to pull ahead. We made it back into town. It is so sunny in town, and it's time to go get my truck washed. Take a look at how the truck looks. It looks freaking dirty as hell. I wonder how much they're gonna charge me to get this truck washed here. I mean, it is just caked on caked of mud here. What do you think about the truck being this dirty, Courtney?
It smells like somebody pooped in here.
Wow, it smells like somebody pooped in here. Is that true, Elliot?
And it's not Elliot.
No, see?
He's lying to
He
you.
told you. Elliot has my back, that's why. All right, let's go drop it off. Take a look at the inside right here. Holy smokes, it's just a filthy mess. Yeah, vehicles here in the farm don't last long, and it's just something to think about, I guess. All right, the truck is being dropped off right now. And then, yeah, they didn't seem to flinch at it. So they're gonna start working on it, and then we'll see when we come back how good it looks. Check it out, guys. They were able to clean the truck, and it cost me a total of 500 cores, which is, I believe, around $13. But it looks good. There's a few more dents and scratches on the truck, but not bad. The interior also got some stains from all the mud. But I'm actually at the mechanics right now because it turned out yesterday when they were cleaning it, they found out the muffler is almost falling off. It looks like I scraped it on the mud banks over there. So we gotta check it out right now, see what's up. We had to bend it back, and while bending it back, look at that. It's completely bent right there, so the truck can't breathe correctly. All right, so they told me to come back at 3, and they said yes, it's possible to get it fixed. So they're gonna have to disassemble the whole thing. They're gonna heat it up and stretch it back out to position. So thankfully he's gonna squeeze me in. Now we need to get an oil change done in this truck because I feel so bad. We've been beating the crap out of it, and we need to make sure it lasts us a long time so we can build this family farm here. So let's go see how much it's gonna be to get an oil change right now, and hopefully they're free to give me the oil change. A well-deserved oil change. I'm actually 1,000 kilometers overdue, so let's go pay up and see what they tell me here. This business here doubles as an oil change, fluid change, and a car wash. So you can get your car washed and then come get your oil change. This is the oil that I use for the truck here, heavy duty one, since we are burning it up in the mountains. So I'm interested to see when the oil comes out to see how the life or condition was of the oil. And we're gonna find out right now. My friend down there is opening that up. ¿Cómo andaba? ¿No andaba quemado?
No, más o menos andaba.
Andaba, aguantaba todavía.
Igual en conciencito, sí.
Ah, ok. Estaba preocupado que andaba quemado porque me había pasado 1000 kilómetros. Pero es buen aceite ese. Sí. Alright, oil change done. The machine is running good. It actually wasn't fully burnt or spent, the oil. So good thing we didn't do any harm to the engine. And we spent 3,400 Cordobas on the oil change, which comes out to be around $95. That's 7 liters of oil, the actual filter, and also the actual labor. Comment below, do you think that's a lot? I think it's reasonable because these trucks use a lot of oil. A car would be a lot cheaper. But now we need to go pick up some milk, some raw cow milk. I got this right here. We have an actual hookup here in Nicaragua. This lady that has a couple cows, and every day when we're baking, we go get raw milk from her. So let's go see if she's open. This is her home business that she runs over here, and she sells also cheese and charamuscas too over here. See right there. All right, guys, got my milk here. This cost me, it was around 80 cents for a little more than a liter of milk. I'll put it there so it doesn't slip off. So let's go back to town, and then later today we gotta go get that muffler fixed. All right, guys, we are back in business now. He's gonna start on the muffler. So my friend Manuel here, he's gonna remove the muffler, and then he's gonna use heat in order to get it fixed. Take a look at the muffler there. Up there is where it bent right there. So they're about to straighten it out for me here. These guys are awesome here. That was super quick. Take a look at that fix there. Time to test fit it here. Courtney, guess how much that cost?
$50.
$50, you're close. It costs 1,200 Cordobas, so around between $45 to $50. We'll put the exact price right here. We were out in 30 minutes. That was pretty fast, huh?
It was fast, but I now wish I said $12 because I wanted to be closer to that one.
I know, but overall, the good fix. It was some good mechanical shop there. Hopefully you like this week's video. Make sure to subscribe and follow your coffee familia. We will see you on next week's video. Cheers and luego. Hasta luego.